Good Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this beautiful Wednesday. It's going to be a lot less windier than it was yesterday at this time, and temperatures are going to get up to seasonal levels for this time of the year and above normal tomorrow and Friday too, but big changes are on the way for the weekend and for early next week. This is the daily video forecast discussion for Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month of March, March 30th, 2016. Clear skies over the forecast region this morning have allowed the temperatures to fall off into the 20s across the interior here of New York State, the lower Hudson Valley. Southern Connecticut's in the lower 30s. We have got lower 30s or mid 30s around the Newark, New York City metropolitan area, and everybody else away from the coast is in the upper 20s to low and mid 30s. And with the exception out on eastern Long Island, where we've got some temperatures in the chilly teens to lower 20s under clear skies. Watches, warnings, and advisories. We have a couple of these on the South Shore and East Ends of Long Island. We have small craft advisories, which are now in effect for the entire forecast region. We'll start off on the New Jersey coast and into the back bays of the Delaware with small craft advisories in effect from tonight into tomorrow evening, and that is for central and northern New Jersey's coastal waters. Southerly winds at 15 to 20 knots, gust up to 30 knots, and seas 3 to 6 feet. Now, the seas will begin to increase during midday today with the west to southwesterly winds, gust over 25 knots through this evening, and the strongest winds near 30 knots expected during the day on Thursday. Small craft advisory conditions may continue into Friday, and this advisory may need to be extended as we get closer. For the coastal waters of New York and Long Island here, we have rough seas returning tonight and Thursday. Small craft advisories from 6 p.m. this evening to 6 a.m. Thursday. A gale watch in effect from Thursday morning through Thursday afternoon. Winds and seas out of the southwest at 10 to 20 knots, gust up to 35 knots, and the seas building to 4 to 7 feet. On the aviation weather deck today, everything's looking good. VFR conditions likely through the period. High clouds also increasing after 18Z this afternoon. Those are the cirrus variety. There's a very small chance of some patchy fog developing along the coastal plain, including Millville, late tonight, but chances too low to mention in the terminals right at this time. Winds will be light and variable through the midday and then increase and settle out of the south and increase through the remainder of the day at the afternoon hours. Wind gust up to 20 knots possible, then to expect winds to diminish slightly, but remain out of the south during tonight. Thursday, VFR ceilings lowering to MVFR towards late in the day as showers start to arrive. South to southwest winds increasing to 10 to 20 knots, gust up to 30 knots, especially in the afternoon and early evening. MVFR to IFR conditions Thursday night in showers. Friday, MVFR and IFR conditions with showers and some thunderstorms possible, mainly to the south. Conditions should then improve to VFR late in the afternoon and at night. South to southwest winds at 10 to 20 knots, shifting to the west as the cold front moves through. Wind gust up to 30 knots possible. Saturday and Sunday, VFR overall. However, west-southwest winds Saturday at 15 knots, becoming northwest at night, and Sunday winds ramping up to 30 to 40 knots, mainly Saturday evening through much of the day on Sunday. So there's going to be a very windy weekend coming up. Right now outside of Newark, it's 34, dew point 15, humidity 45%. The wind is just about west at about 3. That's very calm. And just a few clouds at 25,000 on the ceilometer there, and we're looking for a beautiful day today with VFR flying conditions. Philadelphia this morning, 38, dew point 13, humidity 35%. The wind is just basically out of the northeast at about 5. And a few clouds again, jet stream level 25,000. Beautiful VFR flying weather today. Water vapor channel this morning shows the cirrus clouds moving in over the top of the ridge here over the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. Beautiful day today, near seasonable temperatures, light winds, everything changes around. Already to the southwest, we can find some wind gusts here encroaching into the 20s on the southwesterly flow ahead of this storm system that's now plowing through the plains up towards the Great Lakes area. This is going to drive a cold front through the region with rain on Friday, but for today and tomorrow it's going to be pretty nice. The clouds increase from the west during tomorrow especially, and then rain showers arrive in earnest tomorrow afternoon, evening, and basically through much of the day on Friday. But for today, an absolutely gorgeous day. Visible satellite shows the clear skies over the forecast region this morning. A few of the cirrus variety clouds spilling over the top of the ridge as moisture increases well to our west. And right now everything is high and dry across our forecast region and will remain so over the next 24 hours. Storm reports nationally over the last 24 hours. There's our big storm system now entering Nebraska and Kansas here, and we had quite a bit of hail reports across this region yesterday afternoon and evening. We had plenty of snow in Colorado and portions of Wyoming. We had an avalanche here in northern Nevada, and strong winds and snow, heavy snow, reported across the Sierra Nevadas here in portions of Nevada, also portions of Idaho and Wyoming getting in on quite a bit of snow. We had thunderstorms and hail across portions of central and southern Florida as well. Forecasted charts from the Weather Prediction Center. Here's our snow back building here across the Intermountain West, and this is including the Colorado high range, foot range here. Here's our low pressure area this afternoon moving into portions of Nebraska and also into central United States. And a hatched area of showers and embedded thunderstorms across this region, especially across Texas and Oklahoma. We'll be monitoring that through the afternoon. Now, this storm system is going to head up rapidly towards the Great Lakes as we head into Friday and then into southeastern Canada, and then deepen rapidly as it gets through the region over the weekend with another low. This low here is going to rapidly move through over the weekend and ramp up along New Brunswick and Nova Scotia by Sunday night and Monday. This is really going to change our weather pattern around. We're going to have an enhanced risk of some showers, rain showers, and even an embedded thunderstorm across the region on Friday, particularly Friday afternoon ahead of this cold front, and then the pattern really ramps up and changes for the forecast region over the weekend. GFS maps into motion, high pressure, calm conditions over the forecast region during today, and then the winds turn to the southwest and increase. It's going to be cooler right along the immediate Strand Barrier Islands during tomorrow, but temperatures away from the coast tomorrow could get into the 60s in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area, Philadelphia metropolitan area as well, away from the extreme coastal waters, cool ocean influence. And then the rain showers move into the region during the day on Thursday, very late Thursday night, early Friday morning. And then the enhancement to the rain and maybe a few thunderstorms around the region. These would be mostly for the Delmarva region on Saturday, Friday afternoon. That cold front comes through and the storm exits to the north and east. Here comes the next storm system, or Clipper, as it moves through southeastern Canada, drags another cold front through the region Saturday night, early Sunday morning. There could be some snow showers or flurries across the Poconos late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, and very strong northwesterly winds, and we'll get into that in just a moment and the impacts. And then much colder air building in for the early part of next week, and there could be another system late Monday night or early Tuesday that touches off some shower or snow shower activity across the region. Here's some hazards for your weekend weather. A strong cold front again on Saturday evening will bring unseasonably cold air to the region on strong northwesterly winds. Wind gusts behind the front could reach 50 to 60 miles an hour on Saturday night into Sunday morning, and winds of these magnitudes can damage and lead to power outages. So gale force winds are also forecasted for Saturday night into Sunday. There could be a period of storm force wind gusts Saturday night into the wake of the cold frontal passage through Sunday night. Now, temperatures are forecasted to drop at or below freezing, and the growing season is off to an early start for much of the region. Frost and freeze headlines may be needed, especially for much of Delaware and eastern Maryland, where the growing season officially begins on April the 1st. High pressure builds into during today, resulting in plenty of sunshine along with seasonable temperatures for this Wednesday. The high moves off the coast during tonight. Dry weather then continues. For tomorrow, southerly winds increase as the high moves well off to the east. Clouds increase too. Temperatures warm to above normal levels, and winds will be rather gusty. Wet weather expected Thursday night into Friday with less than an inch across the region. And no significant precipitation is expected over the weekend or through the first part of next week. That's your hazardous weather forecast look. Pollen forecast for today, high, maple and juniper. For tomorrow, will be on the medium to high side. 5-day pollen forecast, again on the high side today and tomorrow, lower with the rain showers on Friday, very high on Saturday and Sunday. This temperature forecast is going to be a wild ride with lots of wind and temperature swings as we head into the next 5 days. Temperatures today around seasonable levels in the mid to the upper 50s, cooler right along the coast. By tomorrow on Thursday, temperatures really spike well into the 60s, about 10 to 15 degrees in some cases, then that away from the coastal waters above normal. Temperatures upper 60s to around 70 in the Philadelphia area. Notice the cooler readings right along the Barrier Strand Islands here along the south shore and east ends of Long Island with our southwesterly wind. On Friday, temperatures continue on the mild side, generally in the mid to the upper 60s, perhaps even the lower 70s around the I-95 Philadelphia corridor. Then the rain comes through and the cold front comes through, and temperatures drop down to seasonal levels in the mid to the upper 50s on Saturday. A very strong cold front comes through Saturday night, early Sunday morning, drops our temperatures 15 degrees below seasonal levels, back into the 40s across the forecast region, maybe around 50 in Philadelphia. Very cold. We could have frost and freeze warnings and wind advisories around here on Sunday, and frost and freeze warnings possible on Sunday night, early Monday morning, depend on how the winds decouple on Sunday night. Temperatures on Monday back into the 40s, and the temperatures really just continue into the 40s across the region on Tuesday. So going to be a wild swing of weather coming up over the next 5 days. So if you've been doing any early gardening this season, you're going to want to protect those vegetation plants and flowers there as we head into Sunday and Sunday night. There could be some power outages too with those strong winds on Sunday. We're going to be monitoring all of this live as we always do on GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecast Robert Smith. Have a great Wednesday. Enjoy this mild air because we've got weather on the way.